The following video is an analytical critique of the public performance claims made by a trading educator. All data and trading histories presented are sourced from publicly accessible web pages. An earlier version of this analysis was removed from YouTube following a targeted privacy complaint. This updated version has been edited to ensure full compliance with platform guidelines for commentary and criticism. Certain words and phrases have been muted to focus the content solely on the analysis of the trading strategy. The purpose of this video is to educate viewers on the importance of due diligence and how to spot deceptive marketing tactics in the financial industry.
Welcome back to the channel. Last year we took down Neerav Vadera, the self-proclaimed trading guru who's been flooding YouTube with ads for his courses. We exposed his fake results, sketchy past, and cringe-worthy attempts to pass himself off as a trading expert. At the time, we showed how he manipulates his performance on Myfxbook. Even so, we believed he was hiding the full trading history of his accounts. But here's where it gets really interesting. Since that video, one of our viewers pointed out that the full trading history of his accounts is still accessible. The links just didn't look like links, so we initially overlooked them. Now, armed with this new data, we are about to show you exactly how he manufactures the illusion of profitability while piling up losses in reality. This changes everything, because now we can confirm with absolute clarity just how deceptive his entire approach really is. In our video, we showed how he faked his Myfxbook performance by cycling through multiple tiny accounts. Let's quickly revisit those segments to refresh your memory before we dive into the newly uncovered trading history. He employs the simplest trick in the book. Here, you see that? Of course he isn't able to show a consistent performance, as he is a loser. So what he does is he simply opens maybe 10 or 20 tiny accounts, and after 1 month he adds the most profitable one to his Myfxbook profile. Then he closes it and starts all over again. By that, he's able to show a positive performance each month, but each month it's a different account. That's why you have that weird graph which is restarting all the time. Oh boy, what a Take for example one user's astute observation. I quote from his post. On the 8th of April 2020 he took a live trade as part of the G7FX course. Of course he hides his account details, however when he hovered his mouse over the TP line we got a flash of his position size. He then located the same trade on Vadera's Myfxbook page, which at the time was still showing more details. Simple math. Account size equals profit divided percentage gain equals £1,192.50. So our super trader here has £1,000 in his account. But you already know why from what he told you earlier. He needs to have many accounts to be able to have a profitable one after each month, which he then can add to his profile. Now remember how I theorized that he must be blowing accounts left and right only to show off the occasional winner. Turns out I was right on the money, because the newly discovered trades confirm everything. Let's walk through it. Here are the links we initially overlooked, links to each individual account where the full trading history is laid bare. This is a link to his January account, and here's the trading history. Of course, our super trader conveniently hides the tiny position sizes, but don't worry, the is still glaringly obvious. Before we dive in, I have a challenge for his loyal fanboys. Pause this video, grab the trading history linked in the description, and figure out his trick. It took me less than 2 minutes, but I will cut you some slack. Maybe you will need 10 or 20. Still can't figure it out? Then let me be brutally honest. Trading isn't for you. If you can't spot basic patterns in simple data, how do you expect to make money in the markets? Like Vadera prey on people like you. Gullible, clueless, and desperate for shortcuts. If you are still drinking his Kool-Aid, go back fantasizing about the Lamborghini you will never own. That's as close to trading success as you will ever get. Alright, now that the challenge is out there, let's take a closer look at his trading history and dissect exactly what's going on. Here is a January account. Now some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, he made 157 trades in January alone. Surely with that many trades, there must be some skill involved. Luck alone can't account for great performance over such a high trade count, right? Well, let me stop you right there. That's exactly what Vadera wants you to think, but it's yet another layer of his deception. You see, Those 157 trades are not what they seem. In reality, they are not individual trades. They are split up fragments of just a handful of actual positions. Whenever he places a trade, he doesn't just open one position. Instead, he opens multiple smaller trades at nearly the same time. Why does he do this? Simple. It inflates the number of trades in his history, creating the illusion of high activity and precision. But in reality, it's the same as placing just a few big trades. It's smoke and mirrors. The easiest way to see what's happening is to sort his trades by close date. When we do that, the first batch of Euro-US dollar trades shows up as being closed on January 7th at 7:18 p.m. So what happened here? Initially, he opened a position with 2 small trades, but within an hour, the price moved against him. Instead of cutting his losses, he opened additional positions in the same direction, piling on more risk, doubling down on a losing trade, hoping the price will eventually reverse and let him scrape out a profit. This is a classic martingale strategy, and you don't need any complex tools to spot it. Just to illustrate, I lined up the trades in an Excel graph. The gaps don't represent the exact timing. You can see from the history that these trades were all placed within seconds of each other. But then, things get worse. The price moves even further against him, and instead of stopping the madness, he adds more trades, taking on greater risk. The position sizes are hidden, but it's highly likely that he's increasing the stakes with each new batch. For example, these 4 trades here probably have a higher volume than these earlier ones. And when the price dips again, he goes all in. Finally, after all the reckless gambling, the price turns in his favor, and he closes everything at once for a small profit. But what if the price hadn't turned? That account would have been toast. Let me be blunt. This is not trading, it's gambling. And the worst kind of gambling at that. If the price doesn't reverse in time, the account blows up completely. That's why he keeps his accounts so small. He knows most of them are going to fail spectacularly. But he doesn't care, because he only needs one lucky account to show off. When one of these accounts survives, what does he do? He slaps it onto his Myfxbook profile, deletes the rest, and voila, a verified trading history of pure profit. This is the equivalent of a gambler placing bets on 10 roulette wheels at the same time, then bragging about the one where they happen to hit a lucky streak. It's pure deception, and it only works because he knows most of his audience won't bother to look at the details, or won't understand them even if they do. Now let's move to the next batch of trades. This time he got lucky right away, so he instantly closed the positions for a profit. The next trade, same story, lucky again. But here's another batch where the price went against him. So what did he do? He doubled down, got lucky, and managed to get out of a profit. And it goes on like this. Not just for the entire month, but throughout his entire trading history on Myfxbook. Now that I've shown you how to spot the pattern, you shouldn't have any trouble confirming it for yourself. Go ahead and take a look. You will see exactly the same reckless tactics repeated over and over again. So here you have it. Neerav Vadera isn't a trader, he's a His entire strategy is based on deception. Open multiple tiny accounts, gamble recklessly on each one, hide the ones that blow up, show off the few lucky survivors. If you have fallen for his act, let this be your wake-up call. Stop believing the lies these fake gurus sell. Trading is very tough, and no one succeeds with tricks like this. Demand real, notarized proof, not cherry-picked results from joke platforms like Myfxbook. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed seeing this exposed, like, subscribe, and share this video. Let's make sure his ads sit right next to the truth about him. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, and don't let like this take your money. Until next time.
Guru Busters!